Good morning, everyone. Namaste. And let me ask you something before we begin today. You can definitely let me know by the raise of your hands. How many of you have said at some point in your life, I want to be financially secure? Have said that. Almost all of us. And I'm sure, this is like what we want. And now let me ask a harder question. And that is, if I asked you right now, secure by when? Or secure with how much? Or secure doing what? Now, would the answer come as quickly? So, for most of us, it wouldn't. Because somewhere between wanting and achieving, there is a gap. Not a gap of intention. We all intend well. It's a gap of direction. So, today, I want to talk about that gap and how to close it through something simple, almost, I would say, deceptively simple, but rarely done properly. So, today's topic is financial goals that actually work. So, I'm sure everyone would love to know the financial goals and how to set them. So, let's begin with that opening thought. A dream without a financial plan remains a wish. So let me say that again. A dream without a financial plan remains a wish. And I would love that all of you should repeat this line to yourself also, quietly. That's perfectly all right. But repeat within yourself that a dream without a financial plan remains a wish. So basically, three words: dream, plan, wish. And the difference between them is the difference between hoping and arriving. So just imagine a traveler standing at a railway station. He knows exactly where he wants to go. Let's say a beautiful hill town. Now he can picture it clearly: the cool air, the winding roads, the quiet mornings, a lovely scene to imagine. But he doesn't know which train to take. He doesn't know which platform. He hasn't checked the route, the connections, or how long the journey will take. So, what does he do? He simply stands there. Or worse, he boards whichever train looks convenient, hoping it eventually gets him there. Most of the time, it doesn't. So, this is exactly how many of us treat our money. We know the destination: a comfortable retirement, a child's wedding, a home of our own, a peaceful old age, but we haven't mapped the route. We haven't decided the platform, the timeline, or the amount. So, money, like travel, needs direction. A destination without a route is just a daydream. So, here's the truth: I want more money is not a goal, it's a feeling. And feelings don't have deadlines, plans do. So a financial goal that actually works have five qualities. So I'm sure you would love to note them down. One, specific. You know exactly what you are aiming for. So it should be very specific. Second, measurable. You can track it in numbers, not vague hope. Number three, realistic. It stretches you but doesn't break you. It's like, let's say, if a person is earning 50,000 rupees per month, now he cannot aim at simply 5 lakhs immediately. That is unrealistic. But yes, it can be 1 lakh. So that is, it is stretching you, but it doesn't break you. Next, time bound. It has a deadline, not a someday kind of thing. And fifth, personally meaningful. It's your reason, not someone else's expectation. So instead of saying, I want more money, say, in fact, note it down, I will save rupees, then enter the amount. Over the next, enter the amount, basically enter the number, months. For example, I'll say, I will save 50,000 rupees over the next 5 months. It can be any figure. Notice the difference? One is a wish floating in the air. I want more money. No direction, nothing specific, no time bound, nothing meaningful. Where the other has a number and a date. And a number with a date is no longer a dream, it's a plan waiting to be executed. So let me bring this to life with 3 people you'll recognize, perhaps even in your own home. Meet Kavitaji, a homemaker in Ghaziabad, who for years told her husband, we should save for our daughter's wedding. A true wish, spoken with real love. But no number, no date, no plan behind it. Last year, she finally sat down and wrote rupees 6 lakhs for the next 6 years, rupees 8,000 a month. Suddenly, the wedding wasn't a distant worry anymore. It was a monthly task on her calendar, small, doable, and entirely within her control. Then, Priya, our working woman, juggling deadlines, deliveries, and a daughter's homework, who always said she would start investing seriously once things settle down. But things, they never settle down. So instead, she picked one specific measurable goal, rupees 2 lakhs for an emergency fund in 18 months, and automated a small transfer every payday. She didn't wait for the perfect moment. She simply gave her vague intention a number and a name. And meet Anilji, a man in his 50s who had spent 3 decades saying, retirement planning is on my mind, on his mind, but never on paper. So when he finally wrote down rupees 40,000 a month in monthly income starting at 60, funded by systematic investing starting now, something shifted. The goal stopped living in his head and started living in his bank statements. So, Kavita ji, Priya, Anil ji all had the same destination in mind for years. What changed their journey wasn't more money, it was a route. So, take a quiet moment now, pen and paper, if you have them nearby, and write down 3 financial goals. Yes, that is our exercise for today. That is our reflection for today. Please take out your pen and paper and write down 3 financial goals. One, the first goal is for this year. Second, for the next 3 years. And third, for the next 10 years. Why? The first one is short term because it is for current year. Second is for the next year, so it's like a medium term. And third is for the next 10 years, so it's a long term goal. So for each one, don't stop at the destination. Write down the very first step, the one action you could take this week that moves you even slightly closer. A small SIP, a conversation with your spouse, a phone call to understand an investment option. So a goal without a first step is still just a wish wearing a new outfit. So here is what I want you to carry home today. The traveler who reaches the hill town isn't the one who wanted it most. It's the one who checked the route, boarded the right train, and trusted the journey one station at a time. Your dreams for your family, the wedding, the home, the retirement, the peace of mind, they deserve more than good intentions. They deserve a route. So today, don't just dream a little louder, write it down with a number and with a date. Turn one wish into one plan before you sleep tonight. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.